Hi, good morning and welcome back to the Drummond channel on Friday morning. And this video is about the 10-year Treasury note. And there are a couple of things happening here that I think are worth talking about in terms of Drummond methodology and going forward into next week and what the potential and anticipated price movement is going to be. Boy, it's tough to say on a Friday. So the left-hand side is the monthly, the right-hand side is the weekly, and what I'm want to point out first of all is that the monthly is in congestion and the weekly is in a trend. And now are we looking at possibly this higher time period support holding and starting to look at a daily trend up or a weekly PL dot refresh. And before I get to that, we can see that we've taken out the low from the earlier start of congestion on this monthly chart. And Charlie talks about that in one of his books, that all you have to do sometimes is just to take out the previous low or the previous high from when congestion started, and that will be enough to release the energy and start to change direction. In this case, it would be up. We can see that there's a 5-2 up right at the quarterly envelope bottom. On the weekly chart, there's a 5-9 up that's been holding at the quarterly envelope bottom also. So what we'd like to see on the lower time periods, on the daily, on the hourly, are there yes patterns forming that confirm that this area of support is starting to influence the market. First of all, on the daily chart, these last two bars, this bar closed inside the farther out support, and it's at bluish shaded area like here. And now if it closes in this nearby support, if this holds on close, then we're looking at an exhaust bar. And exhaust bars tend to get a PL dot refresh underway or perhaps higher. And in this case, higher would be up here towards the weekly PL dot. On the 60-minute chart, that equates to a target area for the daily right in this area. And so far, we've had a daily, on the hourly chart, and this is an hourly C wave up. This bar here was when they released the non-farm payrolls and came down, recovered, and now it's closing up above the hourly PL dot, and this is the 300-minute PL dot. This bar is pushed up, and now we're starting to flirt with this area up here, which would be daily resistance. So upside targets are somewhere between here and here, and there's a 1-1 high also in this area right here. Going forward into next week, we look at the weekly chart. If that is a daily exhaust bar, then we're looking for a weekly PL dot refresh or higher. So that's the setup for Friday. The market may or may not get much higher than this. It seems that the daily envelope bottom is showing some resistance. That's where it stopped on 2 attempts already. Might be about it for the upward move for today. But going into next week, there's a lot of upside potential in a weekly PL dot refresh. That is it for this update. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.